So, Ellie, you're sexually active, aren't you?
No, I am not.
Lies!
When was your last time?
Well, yeah. When was your last time, huh?
He was a bad kid. To the point where my grandma would always toss things at his head.
Okay, he was a badass.
And he
was a badass.
when he got with my mom, he would have fight any guy that he got jealous of.
And then your mom was?
My mom was a dorky kid, but she fought chicks.
So she was a nerd that knew how to throw punches.
Yeah.
She knew how to fight.
A vicious nerd, that makes sense.
Pretty much.
They're the ones that you know are feisty.
They're the one that...
My mom had like lots of, not lots of boyfriends, but they were in the same hood.
A lot of boyfriends, but a lot.
Yeah, she was a dork.
She was like a
dork that knew how to box.
A bitch dork.
Okay, and how they made?
You're saying, pinch me.
And well, my dad just tried to keep he just kept trying to ask her out, you know? He kept following her and everything, and like walked her to her house, to the store, and all that.
What a creep! No, okay.
But
nice.
yeah, he kept walking her to the store, to her house, and everything, but she still wouldn't go out with him. And then, you know, finally, she finally said, yeah.
She finally cracked.
Yeah, she finally cracked. And, you know, they got older, and like, when they were 19, drinks happened, and then I happened.
What about you, Nennies? What kind of parents were your parents?
My parents, my dad was a hat dude.
A hat dude, like a paisa?
No.
Hat dude or?
A sexy dude.
Oh. Yeah, my dad.
Like?
He was like, OMG. And my mom was like this really, really, really pretty girl. Like the best of all the rancho or whatever.
Oh, so she was.
They were from
She was like the diamond in the rocks.
Yeah.
She's the one that stood out in las películas de blanco y negro, the one that everyone wanted to be with?
Yeah.
That's hot.
Yeah.
That's hot.
That was my mom. And
What about your dad? And your dad was from a different rancho, right?
yeah. And my mom hated him.
Oh, it sounds like a love story.
Yeah. Seriously. And they ended up together.
My dad was like Denise's mom.
Your dad?
The one that all the girls wanted to be with?
Sí. She was just quiet. She was quiet. Nada más cuando se casó con mi papá es cuando su familia ya, para la familia de papá ya le decían que hablara because she was really quiet and shy. But my dad was a player. He worked in a factory. Pantafino.
Pantafino. Ah, cool.
Oh, okay. Pantalón fino.
Pantalones. My mom put this
It says
in hell. That's what I meant.
El Esmeralda.
Somehow I was born.
24th Street.
Somehow. Let me explain. When a man...
Oh, at an office? Where they worked at? Yeah.
How'd that go? Because my parents and Nadina's parents sounds like a Cinderella story.
Well, they met and, they knew each other for a while, but they never dated till like 2 years later. Then they started dating, and they moved out, and it didn't work out, and they left. She left him because he was a little player, and he was going around with other women. So they left each other for a whole year, and then he came back looking for her. And then when he found her, they got married. And then he came to the U.S. and then he would send us money. And for a year he was away, and then he came back for us, and then we all came.
She met my dad at a quinceañera.
Hey!
Hold on, at quinceañera. Hold on, she was an adult already. Okay, she was an adult already. They met at the dance or whatever, and then she didn't see him for a while. After that, like a couple years, and then they met again. Like, oh, I remember you, blah, blah, blah. And then they had me.
They had me.
And then they just randomly had you.
And then they got married after they had me. and then they divorced after they had Paola.
Okay, I think that's how far we're gonna go.
Okay. Hola.
What kind of dork?
Acá en el cine. Ajá.
Dork.
Okay.
Bitch. Oh, a dork. Bitch.
My mom, well, her family had a baile en la casa para juntar dinero para no sé qué cosa. Y mi papi fue. Y el papá de mi mami la hizo a fuerza que bailar con mi papi. She didn't want it to because she didn't like him. So they danced and they danced.
And they danced.
And they danced?
And I don't remember. And like then
We didn't exist, so that makes sense.
they danced and
Dance more?
no, bailaron y luego pues ya después ya no y luego
Oh. Okay.
es que no me acuerdo.
Oh shit. I'm the one behind the camera.
Whatever.
Okay, so, you know, my mom was a fresa that went to school. My dad was the one that worked for his grandparents, right? So, I guess my mom's tienda was here. She worked at like a copy place where they made copias. And then my dad's store was
La
here.
papelería.
Ándale.
I know.
Mi papá trabajaba en una tienda de ropa, right? So, I guess un día, my mom started noticing que pasaba. Like, he would go to, like, I don't remember where, pero he could have gone easily this way. Pero he would always pass in front of my mom's tienda, right? Always, in front of la papelería, whatever. And le decía a su jefa, siempre le decía a mi mamá, you're never going to find a man like him. You know, he's obviously interested. Sigue pasando, and he keeps looking at you, you know. Why don't you, you know, go for it? And then my mom, no, I can do it.
It was the, yeah, I was going to say
And then, and then I guess my mom's like, I know, whatever,
It was
you know.
the popcorn.
She was the strong girl that had guy friends.
Yeah.
The tough one, like my sister,
Like Paola.
that would never hang out with girls, you know.
Paola.
And the one that all the girls hated because she would hang out with the guys that they wanted. So she was a tough girl, and she was like, hell no, you know? F that guy, you know? And then my dad just kept passing by, and I guess one day the lady sent her to go take some, like a big stack of papers in a box to across the street or something. So it was crazy. So she was walking out, and this is the corner, right? And this is my dad's store.
Oh.
So my dad was walking by with mercancía, and he couldn't see where he was going. Okay, so there, that corner. My mom was walking this way. And then my dad was walking this way. And they both, my mom had a stack of papers that covered where she was walking. So she didn't know, right? And my dad had mercancía. So they were walking by like this. And I guess what? They crashed. And my mom's like, and papers flew everywhere.
That was on purpose.
And then she's like, and then he helped me pick him up. And that's how we met. I'm like, okay, Cinderella, calm down.
The first time I saw her.
And I guess that's how they started talking. They were first friends, and then they were interested, so then they tried going out. And if it worked, they became boyfriend and girlfriend. And then that took a long time. It took years after that. Then they got married. My mom was 25, and my mom was 23, and my dad was 25. No, 28. I don't know, but they took a while. And then 2 years after, or something like that, they had my sister. 3 years after. Then 3 years after that, me, and then 8 years after that, my brother. And now we're here in Omaha, Nebraska.